Couldn't believe it when the bartender told me who you are.
Why are you talking to me, man?
Your father was captain of a starship for 12 minutes. He saved 800 lives. I dare you to do better.
Star Trek is a vision of our future. So the goal for this was to try and do a movie that had that scale, spectacle, action, energy, and also the characters. But I didn't want any of the actors to be doing an impersonation of the original actors. I wanted to make sure everyone had their own energy and sort of owned the character in their unique way.
Who are you?
I'm with
He's
him.
with me. We are traveling at warp speed. How did you manage to beam aboard this ship?
The character of Spock has so many personality traits that are really inextricable from people's understanding of who he is. So I tried to play with it in different ways and just carry myself in small ways, that were variations on that.
Answer the question.
Well, I'm not telling, acting captain. There's little physical nuances that I love about Mr. Shatner's performance that I really appreciated. And especially the humor comes through, I think. What I think a lot of people look at as camp, I think, was a real conscious wink.
Chris had this combination of talent, great looks, he had real intelligence, but he was funny. And that's the thing that Shatner just had, was wit. He was really and is really, really funny.
If you don't tell me your name, I'm going to have to make one up.
It's Uhura.
Uhura? No way. That's the name I was going to make up for you.
I'm a first generation here in the States, so my first introduction to Star Trek was in subtitles. was dubbed to Spanish, and it was called Viaje a las Estrellas. And I remember my mother used to say that she would watch it as a child, and Uhura was one of her favorite characters.
I watched Star Trek as a boy. We tuned in religiously every Saturday morning. So the challenge for me was really to identify the very essence and spirit of what the late Mr. Kelly did and funnel that through my interpretation of what a younger version of that character would be.
I may throw up on you.
I think these things are pretty safe.
Don't pander to me, kid. One tiny crack in the hull and our blood boils in 13 seconds.
I love Carl's interpretation of Bones. I think any hardcore fan is going to just fall in love with what he did. It's such a pure take on Mr. Kelly's interpretation. But I really, quite frankly, I was impressed by everybody.
Last question. Do you have a favorite bit of Trek tech? A gadget or something that
Trek tech gadget.
you wish you had?
I like the phaser. The fact the stun thing, the fact that you can light a fire with it. I think that's really cool.
I love the teleporting.
Yeah. How can you not?
I think one of my favorite things in Trek isn't really a gadget as much as it is, a sort of device in the movie, which is the Vulcan neck pinch. Because there are certain moments where you go like, oh, that'd be so good.
Either we're going down, or they are.
Yahoo!